Hi. Um, Hi. So today I want to talk about movies. I studied film for some time, but I dropped out after 2 years. But a film is the seventh art, el séptimo arte, which is I'm going to share a little bit about the history. There's something very important about what's visual. And it started off with Thomas Edison. He created the kinetoscope, um, which was the first camera. Um, so it was, let me just tell you a little bit about the kinetoscope. It's an audio cylinder which would provide synchronized sound while the rotating images, hardly operatic in scale, were viewed through a microscope-like tube. So this is the first film, the first camera. So what they would do was they would film different images of a horse running, and then it would run all together, and you could see the whole image of the horses running. So he created the camera and or the kinetoscope, and the Lumiere brothers, they were French, they were two French brothers who did the first film. And the first film is of people coming out of a factory after their work. So they come out of the factory, and that's the first film. There's also a film that was done later on, which is Fly to the Moon or Voyage to the Moon. I think you should check out that film. It's on YouTube. And this is the beginning of film. And there was a very important group that came from film from Russia. They were the Kino Eye. So they experimented a lot with visual eye. With the eye, they wanted something different and more experimental. So the Kino Eye is Kino Eye would not attempt to imitate how the human eye saw things, rather by assembling film fragments and editing them together in a form of montage. Kino I hope to activate a new type of perception by creating a new filmic, a media shaped reality, and a message or an illusion of a message, a semantic field. Distinct from narrative entertainment, cinema forms, or otherwise acted films, Kino I sought to capture life unawares and edit it together in a way that it would form a new, previously unseen truth. So there's a film called Potemkin. So they show you have to see how they assemble their montages. It's very fun. It's very experimental. Also, I encourage you to watch this film. And film has always been very art imitates life, and there is we find our lives in film. They are like mirrors. So there's film from around the world. This is a film from Iran. There's films from Uruguay, from Italy, and you also have um, directors. This is a director, scriptwriter and actor. He's from Italy, Nino Manfredi. He has some films. You also have French directors like Robert Bresson, Jean-Luc Godard, and Francois Truffaut. And in the visual category, you have Alan Berliner. He is a he makes documentaries. I really enjoy his documentaries. He has his own personal voice, and he has great great documentaries. So I suggest you look into this um, documentalist. And there's also film of documentaries from Palestine, which has always been a conflict with the war, but we always try to go for peace. So I suggest you look into those films. And you also have film festivals. There's always film festivals in all the capitals of the world, and they should go to provinces and different cities. We have here the Eurocine. We have films from Europe. We have animation. We have documentaries. We have movies. So always look up those film festivals that arrive to your city, and you can always find them in everyday. There's there's uh, it's not only commercial film, but there's also other films. Some people call them independent, but it's called film, and you can find them in. We have here a place called La Casa de la Cultura, and they have a film um, theater in there. So it's sometimes it's free, sometimes they charge $3. So or one. So just look into that. So and I want to talk about a scriptwriter. His name is Robert McKee, and he says that like film, he's helped so many people write great films, and it's like he says, our films are like mirrors. Sometimes we go in there finding our own life, so we can identify with that. And lastly, I have this script that was given to me. It's the Interstellar script that my cousin got for me. So sometimes it's a lot of work that goes into this. So that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. I hope you have a good evening and take care. Bye.